Welcome back, NCAA volleyball fans. We're back here live in Poly Pavilion, where Hawaii sets to take on Long Beach in the semifinal matchup to see who will face the UCI Anteaters on Monday in the national championship game, which we will also be broadcasting. So make sure to pull up for that as well. But a very anticipated matchup. These teams are familiar with themselves. Hawaii taking the two first matchups of the season when they played each other. Long Beach taking the one not too long ago. So Hawaii does have the edge here if you look at the schedule, but as of late, Long Beach has been hot. Both of these programs known as two of the best in the nation when it comes to men's volleyball and have been running the show for many years. I'm Shane Donovan and I'm joined by Grant Walters, and we're excited to be able to bring you guys this matchup tonight here in the historic Poly Pavilion. So strap in, because this one is going to be one for the books. It is completely blacked out. Hawaii fans have made the trip. Long Beach fans have made the trip, and it is going to be a fun matchup tonight. Just a couple of minutes ago, we saw UCI defeat Ball State in what was a close matchup back and forth, but UCI was able to pull away, winning in 4 sets, 3-1. And now one of these teams will be looking to continue their success and move to the national championship game to try and secure one of the many national championships for both of these programs. These two programs are seen as two of the top in the nation and will be heavy favorites heading in against UCI, who has proved time and time again that they want to be the underdog, that they want to upset people's expectations of them. They did it against Penn State, they did it against UCLA, and they just did it against Ball State. And now they're in the national championship game. So make sure to strap up and buckle in, because tonight is going to be a fun matchup. Grant, you seen anything out there that you're getting excited to look for?
It's going to be a very tightly contested affair. One of the key players in this match has to be Tread Rosenthal, the 6'11" setter from Austin, Texas, for the Rainbow Warriors. He's named a 2026 First Team All-American. And again, in his third year, he has really been the orchestrator of this Rainbow Warrior offense. He'll need to get active early for Hawaii to best Long Beach State.
Here comes Long Beach with a great set. Hawaii with a great set and a smackdown to start this game off early. Hawaii gets on the board first. 1-0 score now, and number 23 will head back. Luis Sakanako for Hawaii to get things started here, up 1-0 here early in the first set. The jumper, great set by Long Beach, able to tip it in and gets it to drop. Long Beach with the point.
Skylar Varga on the kill, just tapped it over the outstretched fingertips of one of Hawaii's middle blockers, gets the ball to fall, and the Beach got on the board.
Long Beach with the floater. An overpass by Hawaii. Gets smacked down, but out by Long Beach. Are they saying a tip? They called it. There was a touch. Long Beach will get the point here.
And for Long Beach State this year, obviously having to deal with the departure of Moni, who was their setter last year, one of the best players in the nation.
And Hawaii with a big smack to put them up now 2-2. It's tied now here early in the first.
Christian Tetritsky on the kill, fires it cross court, hammers it down. Rainbow Warriors knotted at 2 apiece.
And now Justin Todd up with the serve. Jumper Sends it across. Able to get it up. Sets the 5 outside. And it will sail out. Good eye by Hawaii to not touch that one. Now up 3-2 here in the first set. Emotions are high. Tensions are high. And both teams are up to the match.
And
as Christian will head back. Justin Todd will head back to the line.
And as you mentioned before, Shane, these two teams have a ton of history. Long Beach State ended up besting Hawaii in the Big West final.
And bang! What a play by Skylar Varga. He was named the 2026 First Team All-American just last week, and he's proving why. Putting Long Beach back into scoring range, 3-3 now.
Plethora of first-team All-Americans on both of these teams. 3 combined make their impact tonight.
UCI with the serve, sends it over to Hawaii, who sends it right back. Gets the touch and the point. Point Hawaii now up 4-3.
Sophomore Travell Jordan, who transferred from GCU, no longer has a men's volleyball program, but he's in his first season in Oahu.
Rosenthal with the serve. The set by Long Beach. Sets the 2 and able to get the point. Long Beach gets that one right there. Scores now 4-4, tied up here with Long Beach going up to the line now with Skylar Varga up to serve.
Varga with 48 service aces ties a team high.
Here's Varga. Great serves. They set the bick. It's corralled in by Long Beach, who will set the long 4. Tipped up. Kept in play. Sets the 4, does Hawaii, and gets the tool! Christian Tichrisky with the score to draw away by 1. Now 5-4 with Hawaii over Long Beach.
Titritsky with the smart play. Notice the blockers extending too far out and gets them to deflect it out of bounds.
Here's Hawaii's serve. Tough jumper corralled in. Sets the 5. Bang! Kept up! And Hawaii will concede that point right there. Long Beach, a little bit of a miscommunication there by Hawaii, which will now tie the score up 5-5. Both of these teams going back at it, back and forth. Now Jackson Christ to serve the middle blocker. The man out of Long Beach, California, staying home with the serve. Here comes the jumper. And he'll send that one straight out. Actually hit the ref. Poor guy. Hopefully he's okay.
Christ struggled at the service line this season. 107 service blunders so far this year, which leads all of the Beach players.
Here's Travell Jordan with the floater. Sends it cross court. Sets a 2. They get it up. Sets the 5. Does Hawaii. Long Beach keeps this one up. Sets it back to the 4 and out. Hawaii survives the point. Long Beach, a little too much mustard on that one. Was Ben Braun, the 6'11" man, the senior out of Rancho Mirage. And now it'll still be Travell Jordan with the floater, sends that one cross court yet again. A tight set, sets the 4 though, is blocked but tooled out of bounds. Long Beach's ball now scores 7-6. Hawaii with a 1-point lead here early in the first set.
I've seen a lot of smart net play from both these teams. Disciplined approaches on the pins. Both have been getting a lot of tool points early in the first frame.
Now Gajech here with the jumper for Long Beach. Sends that one, a beautiful jumper, but it sails right and out of bounds. Hawaii up 8-6 now. That'll send back number 10. Excuse me, not number 10. I actually can't see the number, but Hawaii will serve that one. Long Beach gets that one up, sets the bick, and it's rejected! Number 9, Justin Todd, the 6'8" man out of Houston, says no more and sends that one straight back.
Varga tried a delayed attack, but the Hawaii blockers hung in the air, levitating and able to stuff Varga.
Long Beach will corral that one in, but send that one straight out of bounds. Hawaii with all the momentum. Score now 10-6 here with Hawaii slowly pulling away.
Hawaii has come out strong in front of this heavy Rainbow Warrior crowd at Poly Pavilion.
Hawaii sends the set over. They set the 4, and it will be tooled off.
Connor Bloom with the play. Senior from Huntington Beach. Again, playing smart at the net. Get the Hawaii deflection out of bounds. Long Beach State draws closer in the first set. Now down by just 3.
Here's Bloom with the jumper. Sends that one straight into the net. Hawaii up 11-7 now. As number 23, Louis Sakanaku, will head back to the line. Named to the first team All-American. Absolute stud for Hawaii. Looking to extend this lead here now. Sends up his jumper. Barely kept in bounds. Sets the back row 5, and it will be tooled off. Long Beach gets that play right there. That'll be number 45. Excuse me, sorry. I actually don't remember what number that was. Hard to see. But Long Beach gets the ball here. Sends this one over on a floater. Perfect pass to the setter, who sets a 2. Down! But picked up by Long Beach, who will set a 4 and free the ball that one over. Hawaii takes the free system play. And number 9, Justin Todd, smacks that one down. What a play.
Leads the team in total blocks this year, but he gets active on the offensive side of things. Had 113 kills, adds to that ledger with a prolific slam.
Here comes Todd now with his jumper. Sends that one across, and he sends it actually straight into the net. A service error for Todd there, making the score 12-9 here early in this first set. Long Beach down by 3, trying to fight back.
That'll be Jake Pizzanti. Initiates the jump.
Long Beach will send that one also straight into the net. Pizzanti unable to keep that one in play. Score now 13-9 Hawaii.
Long Beach State has struggled to find their groove beyond the service line. 4 service errors so far. This has contributed to 4 points out of the 13 that have been scored on them by the Rainbow Warriors.
Great play by Hawaii to get a block there. Sends it up. Hawaii now with the ball trying to control it. Sets the 2. Down. Long Beach down. Long Beach tried to send it back over, but it was denied by Travell Jordan, the middle blocker from GCU. And timeout, Long Beach.
Hawaii coming out with a bang in this semifinal match. Travell Jordan has been a standout player today thus far. Not just second kill, has yet to record a block, but regardless, this Hawaii team has come out with energy against Long Beach State, taking that Big West Championship loss personal, and are showing out in front of the Hawaii faithful. But if you're Long Beach State, a lot of these points have been self-inflicted errors. Those service errors are really coming back to bite them. They are going to need to clean that up if they are going to have a fighting chance against the Rainbow Warriors, who are taking full advantage right now at Poly Pavilion. But Shane, how do you think Long Beach State is going to adjust after getting, outplayed in the first part of this first set?
Well, I think if you're Long Beach, this is a long matchup. You know it is going to be. Both of these teams very competitive, and if you're Long Beach, it's still the first set. You're only down by 5. It's just taking it a point at a time and slowly trying to work back here. You know what they say, it's a race to 15, and then it's a race to 20, and then it's a race to 25, and that's what both these coaches are telling them right now. Settle back into this game, force Hawaii out of system, and continue to be a scrappy team like Long Beach is.
Long Beach State, the defending champions, bested UCLA last year in 3 sets, dominant championship performance. They are looking to go back-to-back, but Hawaii is attempting to clinch their first championship appearance since 2023 when they lost in 4 sets to UCLA.
Here comes Hawaii with the jumper. Ball squirts over the net. Perfect pass, set to the middle, and denied! Travell Jordan with the block there. The man from GCU making his presence felt here for Hawaii. Score now 15-9 over Long Beach.
Travell Jordan having his way.
Rosenthal with the serve. Tight on the net. Long Beach unable to get it off. And Hawaii picks up another point. Score 16-9. Taking full command right here.
Hawaii continues that hot start. 2 straight points out of the timeout. Long Beach, they could have regrouped, but it failed to do so.
Here's Tread with the ace. Rosenthal shrugs that one off, treading his own path. Just a perfect ball placement into the top right corner of the court. And Hawaii now takes a commanding lead, 17-9 over Long Beach.
Rosenthal with his 37th ace. Perfect location in the top right half of the court. Long Beach State unable to scramble to get the ball. Rosenthal with an excellent placement on the serve to get Hawaii to 17 in the first set.
Rosenthal with the jumper. Long Beach handles that one, sets the 5, tips it, and Hawaii's libero, number 22, Quentin Greenridge, decided that he wanted to die for that one. Did not end up working out for him. That ball was clearly out of bounds, gets the touch.
And that would have been another consecutive point for Hawaii had Greenidge
Long
not
Beach
died for
with
it.
the ace. Skylar Varga sends that one right into the teeth of the Rainbow Warriors and picks up an ace to make the score now 17-11. Varga again here with the jumper, sends that one cross court. Hawaii handles it, sets the pick, and down goes that one. Louis Sakanuko slams that one from the back row. 18-11 now.
The freshman proven why he was worthy of that first team All-American selection. Levitated through the middle of the court and he slams it home for yet another Rainbow Warrior point.
Hawaii sends one over but gets it right back and sends it down and off of the face of number 1, Jackson Chris, but Long Beach picks up the point. What a play by Chris to be able to get there and force that block, and now he'll go back to the line for this one right here for this, what presumes to be another jumper here.
Beach still down by 6, but
Here's
opportunity came back in.
Hawaii handles it, sets the 4. It's tipped, kept alive. Long Beach will set that one. Picked up easily, and now back row set, big! What a play! Andrew Rohr gets up and gets that ball down on a Long Beach's side. Score 19-12, Hawaii with this 7-point lead.
And Rohr, a Lyon, France local, second on the team in kills with 314 throughout the
Here's
2026
Kearney.
campaign.
Sets that one up. And Long Beach will pick up another point right there. 19-13 is the score now. Long Beach trying to fight back in this one.
Team's going through some substitutions. Quentin Greenidge coming back in, as well as Travell Jordan, both subbing back in for the Rainbow Warriors.
Wojciech here will send this one straight into the net. Point for Hawaii. The score now 20-13 here in the first set.
Hawaii.
And now Tatrisky with the jumper. Handled well, but tight. A joust at the net. Again blocked by Hawaii. And Hawaii picks up the point. Tread Rosenthal, along with some other Rainbow Warriors, stuffing Long Beach at the net and forcing Long Beach to take yet another timeout with a score 21 Hawaii, Long Beach 13.
Tread Rosenthal and Justin Todd combining for that block, showcasing the chemistry that they have, fortifying the defense at the net. Complete sync on both of those blocks, which allowed Hawaii to get its 21st point. They take a commanding 8-point lead in what looks like is going to be a Hawaii first set victory. Can never be too sure with Long Beach State. They do have the firepower to come back into this game, but Hawaii has come out firing out of the floodgates and are looking poised to take this first set. Long Beach State is going to have to respond. Where do you think that starts, Shane, for Long Beach State in the wave?
Even if Long Beach is unable to make it back into this one, it's a tough hole to climb out of, down by 8 right now. But getting the momentum started in this match is going to be imperative for Long Beach to be able to continue to be able to fight back into this one. Next set is going to be a clean slate, and that's exactly what these Long Beach coaches are telling them. Hawaii came out swinging and hot and have really commanded inside the 10-foot line at the net. So if you're Long Beach, you need to be able to take that and be able to command it yourself. But right now we'll have Christian Titrisiki, who serves it out, and it's actually touched. Number 11, Kellen Larson, the libero, went diving for it. He shouldn't have. That ball was going right out of bounds, but it's an ace for the man, Christian, number 10.
And libero mistakes have marred the performance of both teams so far.
What a serve! Kept alive by Long Beach. And that one is going to be called out. What a play. It was all because of that hot serve from Christian. Long Beach unable to handle it. Tried to stay hot and get one on Hawaii, who was lacking, but unable to do so. As now we'll see a couple substitutions come in. But Connor Bloom will head back to the line to serve for Long Beach.
And Hawaii really had a young team last year. A lot of these guys have had a season under their belts now and are looking poised to claim a national title.
Here's Bloom with the ace. What a play by Bloom. The 6'5" man out of Huntington Beach, the senior leader, splits the Hawaii defense. Some miscommunication there on the seams. And Bloom able to pick that one up.
Can hear the chants, let's go Bows.
Here's Bloom. Great serve picked up by the libero. They'll set the 5. Bang, a tool! Christian Titrisky picks up another kill to make the score 23-15 here in the first set, sending back the very talented junior, Louis Sakanako, who would be looking to close it out here for Hawaii. The jumper sends that one across. Handled well by the libero. They'll set the 4. Libero's able to funnel that one, pick that one up. They set the 4 as well, and it is blocked, but it is out of bounds, and Hawaii picks up another point. Set point now for the Rainbow Warriors.
Roar getting the block out of place, teeing that hit up at the perfect time to get that Long Beach State block to ricochet it out of bounds. Set point coming out for the Bows.
Here's Sakanoku with the serve. Sends people flying back. They set the 5 and blocked! Blocked by Justin Todd! What a play by Hawaii. This is how you make a statement when you come into the National Championship semifinals.
Put the cherry on top of a nearly perfect set for Hawaii. Great way to end it with a block from Roar, who really came alive late. 2 kills, added a block to it as well. But Christian Titrisky has really been the difference maker for this Hawaii squad. 4 kills, 1 service ace, and 1 block to go along with it. He has been spearheading this Hawaii offense that currently has a .529 hitting percentage compared to Long Beach State's .125. Absolutely dominant opening frame for the Bows.
Yeah, just a great way for Hawaii to come out and make a statement. and a statement they did make. But now if you're Long Beach and your coaches, it's a fresh new set here right now. That's exactly what you're telling your players, that they can fight right back into this one. But just Hawaii really taking in what feels like a home environment for them. Seeing a lot of green out here in Pauley right now. And they've definitely fed off of that, feeding off of the crowd's energy. And the energy that's on the court is definitely making a statement.
And Hawaii, some of the most faithful fans in the entire country. Every single men's and women's volleyball game is sold out at their home arena in Honolulu. But they sure know how to travel too. Nearly selling out Pauley Pavilion with the sheer amount of Hawaii fans that are here, completely outnumbering the Long Beach State fans in the crowd. But as you said, Shane, it really is a sea of green in the stands, that forest green that Hawaii is really associated with. And no doubt they've helped spur this dominant opening frame for Hawaii. If they can keep this up, this game is going to be wrapped up real quick. Because Long Beach State, even though it's just the first set, quite honestly needs to win this second one in order to have a fighting chance. Hawaii came out and punched them right in the face. The question is, how will they respond to this initial set from the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors? Skylar Varga has really been the only consistent option for the Beach in this game. 3 kills already on 5 attack attempts. Gajek also has 4 kills, but boasts just a 125 hitting percentage. Beyond that, really no one that has had substantial contributions. Connor Bloom with a 0% hitting clip. They're going to need to find some weapons outside of Varga, who has helped spearhead Long Beach State's last national championship victory, which came last year, again, against UCLA.
It'll be interesting to see how Long Beach is able to respond right here in this second set as we're about to get started. Hawaii will head back for the serve.
That'll be Christian Tetrisky. Already had a service ace and nearly another one that ended up being a Long Beach State point, but still had an excellent service performance in the first frame. He'll be back on the service line to open things in the second set to maybe get Hawaii to continue to ride that momentum in the second stanza. Tetrisky, a Bulgaria local, started in 21 matches last year at Opposite.
Here he is, and he'll send that one straight out of bounds. Not a hot start for Hawaii there. Long Beach picks up the first points of the match.
Jake Pizzanti at the service line now. Can the Beach ride that 1-point advantage?
Hawaii sends it over. Long Beach able to keep this one alive. Blocked by Hawaii, but it will be thrown into the net. Long Beach picks up the point right there. Hawaii touching the net, giving Long Beach the point, setting Jake Pizzanti back to the line. And looks like they're going to take a look at this one right here.
Justin Todd pleading his case to the Hawaii head coach. Said that he didn't touch the net. This will be an interesting look from the officials to see if he did or didn't touch the net on the block attempt. Looked from here that he may have deflected it, but unclear. We are pretty far away from the action.
Yeah, Long Beach starting off hot here, 2-0 so far. Exactly what you want if you're a Sharks fan. And it's early in this one, but Long Beach seems to have quieted the momentum that Hawaii had. And we'll see what the decision is here. Hopefully one day we'll be able to get the technology to be able to look at these replays ourselves, but until
baby
our budget
steps.
is complete. Yeah, baby steps. Right? Exactly. But Grant, tell me what you've been seeing out of both of these teams so far.
Well, Hawaii, just in all facets of the game, has been dominating. Talk about the service line, they've been outperforming Long Beach State. At the net, they've been outperforming them both offensively and defensively. They just look a lot calmer out there and are really dictating the pace of this game, keeping Long Beach State on their toes, using those powerful hitters to really keep Long Beach State on its toes. And the defenders, specifically the backline defenders for Long Beach State, have seemingly been completely shell-shocked by how powerful this Hawaii team is. They are seemingly hitting the ball extra strong. It looks like the final call.
Long Beach will pick up the point there. Oh, they're actually, no, never
replay
mind.
it.
They're going to replay it. Okay, interesting here.
Call got reversed.
The redshirt freshman will be back at the line. Pizzanti with the jumper. Sends this one across. Nice little floater. Handled well by Hawaii. Sets the 4 and bang! Luis Sakanako throws that one down. You know what they say, the ball does not lie. And Hawaii takes the point. 1-1 here now, tied up in the second set.
That may be a key point to swing momentum in this second frame, even though it's
Sakanaka
early.
With the serve. Long Beach able to handle it, send it back over. They set the 5 back row. The ball trickles back over on the Hawaii side. It blocked! Blocked! Number 9, Justin Todd with the block on Long Beach. Hawaii maintains possession, now up 2-1.
Puts the roof up here at Pauley Pavilion. Justin Todd, dominant in the middle for the Rainbow Warriors. O's maintaining control.
Sakanako with the serve straight into the net. Score is now tied up 2-2.
Went for power on the serve, but maybe put a bit too much mustard on it. Went straight into the net. Another service error for Hawaii, their second of the night.
Here comes Varga, settling into this one with the jumper. Varga sends that one out of bounds. Good eye by Hawaii there, not to go chasing that one. Score is now 3-2.
Could see where Varga was trying to get. There was a small hole in the left side of the court in the Rainbow Warrior defense. He tried to pinpoint that ball right in that corner, but just couldn't get it to fall. It drifted out of bounds.
Justin Todd now back to serve for Hawaii. Sends this one up in the air. Hard jumper corralled in by Long Beach, who will set the 5. Bang! Gajek with the slam to tie this one up here now 3-3.
Gajek from Poland. He played international with the country at the U21 FIVB World Championship. A ton of European players on the court in this semifinal contest.
Here's Chris with the hard jumper. Hawaii stays alive, gets blocked, but sends it right back over. Adrian Rar gets denied the first time, but tips it right back over and picks up the point. Scores now 4-3, Hawaii leading by 1.
Simply refused to give up on the attack, and it pays dividends. Hawaii takes the second set lead.
Here's Hawaii with the serve. Tight on the net, and bang! Picked up by the libero. Hawaii free balls it over. Long Beach corrals it in. Sets the back row, middle, and he will score!
Skylar Varga levitating and sending it down on this Rainbow Warrior defense.
Sakanako in the middle back for Hawaii. Tried to dive for that one, but was unable to do so. Hawaii was unable to get up a block. Free pass for Long Beach to be able to get that one. And that sends Gajek back to the line. He'll jump. A questionable no call on the foot fault, but they'll set the back row. It gets up by a foot. Hawaii's able to stay alive, sends it back over. They set the back row 5 and tool it off. Long Beach gets the point. Questionable call. Hawaii fans thinking it was a foot fault. And Hawaii is challenging the play right here for the foot fault. It definitely looked like a foot fault to me.
Travell Jordan a bit shaken up, got domed right in the head on an attack attempt. The ball went flying everywhere, off people's foot, off people's face. Hawaii unable to get the point. Gajek seals the deal with his 5th kill of the contest. Point awarded to Hawaii.
And Hawaii does
call.
get the point. It was a pretty obvious missed foot fault call. I mean, if we're all the way up here in the broadcast area, and I could see that pretty well.
Clear as day.
Clear as day.
Clear as
so
day.
maybe they should hire me as a ref.
Yeah, after that UCI-UCLA game, you never know. We don't got to talk about it, but
we don't talk about that. All right, Hawaii now 5-4. Hawaii with the serve, and he'll send it straight into the net. Maybe the ball lies on that one because it was clearly, obviously, a foot fault last point. But Long Beach picks up this one. Scores now 5-5 as number 10, Connor Bloom, will head back for Long Beach. Here's Bloom with the jumper. Hawaii able to get underneath it, but not enough. A bad pass leads to an ace for Connor Bloom.
Bloom gets Long Beach State's third ace so far tonight. Delivers it.
Bloom was used as a serving specialist last season. He won a CIF Division II championship his freshman year when he was at Orange Lutheran. And here's a little bit of a fun fact. That was against my school, Classical Academy High School, where we actually have one of our alumni who's loved here at UCLA. Ethan Champlin was on that team with his brother Jacob. So the Champlins actually lost to Connor. So Connor, shout out to you, bro. Congrats on that championship, but it's okay. Connor sends it over. Hawaii corrals it in, and bang! Sets the two. Travell Jordan sends them packing.
Travell Jordan hangs in the air and hammers it down on Long Beach State for his third kill tonight, commanding the middle.
Jordan with the floater. Long Beach able to corral it in. Sends it over, but Hawaii sends it straight back on a pass. A tight four, a joust. Hawaii keeps it alive. Right back over to Long Beach. And number 4, Skylar Vargas says no. The team leader in kills sends that one straight back down off of the free ball.
Notches his 5th kill tonight. A long volley. Skylar Varga seals it.
Here's Long Beach with the pass. Corralled in with his hands. Sets the 5 and blocked. It's blocked by Varga.
He's starting to get hot.
Long Beach starting to find their stride here. Now up 8-6 here in the second set after losing the first one.
Varga reached right over the net and seals it down.
Long Beach forces Hawaii's tight pass, who's able to get it over, but it'll touch the antenna. Long Beach slowly pulling away here, now up 9-6. One more point, and I think we'll see a timeout called by Hawaii.
Long Beach State now with 4 straight points to go on a little run, and now up 3 in the second set.
Braun with the floater. Corralled in. Hawaii sits the 5, and off of Gadech goes number 10 to Trisky to have Hawaii fight back into this one now. Down by 2, 7-9 in the second. Trisky now heads back to the line to serve. Here's his serve, a jumper. Bad pass by Long Beach, able to keep it alive, sets the far 4. Kept up by Hawaii, who sets the back row 5. Bang! Gadech keeps it alive. They set it right back to Gadech, and they keep it back up. Hawaii now a tight 4 and unable to do so. The libero with a bad pass, forcing a tight play at the net for Hawaii. Long Beach picks up the point now, up by 3, 10-7.
Excellent receives from both teams. Powerful hits that went to the back row, but were lofted sky high to keep the volley alive. Long Beach State ends up with the points, though.
Here's Pizzanti, sends this one over. And a dump by Hawaii, but it's kept up by Long Beach. Diving back, Long Beach sends it back over. Hawaii sets the 4, and it is a touch. A touch, it was out, but it was touched by Long Beach. Hawaii will pick up the point. Score 8-10 now.
And that's the Tread Rosenthal experience that you just saw. Using his height to dump that ball over. He's exceptionally tall for a setter, standing at 6'11". And again, employing that to catch Long Beach State off guard, which had them unkiltered throughout that entire volley.
Here's Sakanaku, sends it over. Long Beach corrals it in, sets the back row 5. Big, and it is denied by number 13, Tread Rosenthal. The setter says no.
Saying Tread Rosenthal embraces versatility. Solo block on the attack attempt right up the middle, but Tread Rosenthal denies it.
Here's Sakanoko with the serve. Jumper sent straight out. Oh my gosh, that had about 10 feet of clearance.
Sakanoko.
Someone called traffic control. That one sent flying right out.
He needs to start to control his service.
He's got a lot of power, but now Long Beach with the ball. Varga with the jumper. Sends this one over and close to being in, but it will be called out. Good eye by Hawaii to not touch that one. That's the hardest thing to do on serve receive, is to tell, hey, is this ball going back out or is it going to be in? It's a scary feeling, let me tell you. But now Hawaii down by 1. Score 10-11. Long Beach with Hawaii bringing the service here. It'll be number 9, Justin Todd, back for Hawaii with the jumper. Straight into the net. Another service error for Hawaii. Gives Long Beach a 2-point lead.
It's their 6th of the night so far. It has really quelled the team's ability to claw back into this set. Long Beach State still up 2. Second stanza.
Here's Jackson Christ with the serve and sends that one also out of bounds. Good eye by Sakanoko to not touch that one.
Very disciplined approach from the back row. That is Hawaii's backbone, is how they play in that section of the court. And we've seen multiple times where Long Beach State has drifted a service attempt far. Yet another one right there.
With the serve, corralled in by Long Beach, faking the 2, sets the 4, and Long Beach picks it up. Connor Bloom goes boom and picks up a point for Long Beach.
Cross-court vision from Bloom, finds the open spot and delivers it right near the left side of Hawaii's part of the court.
And here's Gajek back for Long Beach, up by 2, 13-11 here in the second set. Hawaii took the first one. Long Beach has been controlling this one ever since. Gajek with the jumper, corralled in by the libero. Perfect set to the middle. Back row attack by number 23, Sakanoko, proving why he deserved that first team All-American nods.
Sakanoko parting the seas on the kill. Jumps straight up and uses that powerful swing and leaves Long Beach State in the dust.
Hawaii sends it over. Great pass by Long Beach and sets the 2. And bang goes Ben Braun, the transfer from Ohio State. His father played on the 1998 Olympic team for the United States. And he's carrying on that legacy as now Long Beach is up by 2, 14-12. Bloom with the serve, jumper, corralled in, perfect set. Out to the 4, and it'll go out of bounds. Sakanoko could not bring that one down. Great cross-court vision by him to be able to find the hole in the block, but unable to keep it in. Long Beach now up 15-12 here in the second set.
And once Sakanoko gets in the air, it just seems like that ball is coming down with such velocity. It's impossible to even attempt to receive it. But with that play, tried to go cross court with the kill attempt, just couldn't get it to fall as it drifted out of play. But he almost put that right down. Sakanoko, one of the exceptional athletes on this Hawaii team. I know that we mentioned he's a ABC first team All-American selection, one of 2 on this Rainbow Warrior roster. Tread Rosenthal, the other first team All-American. That chemistry that they have, especially offensively, with Rosenthal setting up Sakanoko on multiple occasions, is really the foundation for this Rainbow Warrior attack. And Long Beach State simply has, at least in this set, responded whenever Hawaii has started to claw back or even get close to tying this game. Credit to them is they fell 25-15 in the first set in what was a dominant stanza victory for the Bows. But Long Beach State, they really calmed down, got it more composed, and are going back to their bread and butter, which, again, is their powerful hitting, similar to Hawaii. But they've simply overpowered the Rainbow Warriors in the second set thus far. But as you said, Shane, it's a race to 20. Hawaii does need to dig out of a bit of a hole, but they can most certainly do it with their athletes that they boast on the roster.
And here's Bloom now with Long Beach up by 3, 15-12. Here's the serve, corralled in. They'll set the 4 to Sakanoku, who's able to fight through the block and pick up the point now, 13-15. Hawaii down by 2.
Sakanoko, yet another disciplined play at the net. Read the blockers, put the hit right where it needed to be. Blockers blocked it down to the Long Beach side. Hawaii draws closer.
Here's Kanoa Wade with the serve. Corralled in, sets the 5, does Long Beach, and it sails out of bounds. Gachech could not get that one to fall.
And now Hawaii responding in the second set.
Hawaii's climb back now, down by 1, score 14-15. Wade back to serve. Here comes the jumper, sends that one. Long Beach sends it straight up in the air. It'll be set to the 4. Middle back makes a great play, gets that one up, perfect position. Sakanoku goes for the joust and wins it. Long Beach keeps it alive. The outside comes into play, but it'll go out of bounds.
Touched by Hawaii.
Oh, actually, it was touched by Hawaii.
Skylar Varga at the net, lofted it over, saw the middle blockers jump up, knew that they had a good chance of touching it, makes the smart play, and Long Beach State gets a point back on the board to go up 2 now. Seems that Long Beach State has been up 2 points throughout this entire set.
Yeah, here comes Long Beach now up by 2, 16-14, sends a floater over. Hawaii sets a 5, bang! Straight back down. Christian Tetrisky, the oppo and hitter for Hawaii. Makes it now a 1-point game, 15-16, as he heads back now to serve.
Tetrisky with his 6th kill.
Here's Tetrisky, and he'll send that one straight out of bounds. Long Beach up by 2 now, 17-15.
Just sailed a bit on Tetrisky. 7th service error for the Bows.
Here's Jake Pizzanti, back to serve for Long Beach. Nice little floater, heads across, great pass, sets the 2, bang, tool time! Hawaii picking up the point there. Justin Todd for Hawaii keeps him within 1 now. Score 16-17.
Both teams doing a great job at tooling the other. Saw Todd do that to a T on the last play. Long Beach State blockers knock it out.
Sakanoku sends one across. Great pass. Hawaii unable to corral in Long Beach's hit. And Long Beach will pick up the point there, now up 18-16 here in the set.
Credit Pizzanti on the play. Had to make a very difficult pass, changing the direction on it too. He was drifting out of bounds, got it up in the air for Skylar Varga to finish the rest, and that was a no-doubt kill for the Long Beach State star. But Pizzanti really the reason why that play was made.
And here's Varga, a great serve to the outside. The Hawaii will set the 4, blocked, and he tries to go right back up. Does Adrian Rohr, but unable to do so. He was he was blocked and then tried to go right back over, but unable to get it back over. And now the score is 16-19, Long Beach up as Hawaii takes a timeout.
We saw Rohr on a second chance attempt earlier today convert, but on that last one just sent it straight into the net. Didn't get enough of his legs under it, and the ball was already going downward, so simply just hit it straight into the net. Not a competitive attack attempt. Long Beach State now up 3. Done a good job of really quelling the Rainbow Warriors' brief runs in this stanza. And Hawaii is going to need to get some more momentum going and at least tie this game if they're going to have a chance to gut out a second set victory. It seems that some of their mojo has been lost after the first set. Obviously came out the floodgates, firing on all cylinders, but Long Beach State, credit to them. Championship caliber teams always have a response and are able to handle resilience. They got completely destroyed in the first set, but have responded in the way that championship caliber teams do and are looking like they're on their way to a second set victory to even things up in this semifinal contest.
You don't count Hawaii out just yet. Down by 3 here, score 19-16. Long Beach has been controlling this game up to this point, but Hawaii's looking to bounce back here after this timeout. Varga, the senior out of Saskatchewan, named as a first-team All-American, proving why he is a first-team All-American. Here's his serve, a jumper corralled in by Sakanoku. They'll set the 4. It'll be blocked. Right back to Hawaii. They'll set the 5 now. Is able to squirt through, and bang! Hawaii picks up a point to draw within 2 as Sakanoku will now head back. Excuse me, Sakanoku looked like he was going to be heading back to serve, but it won't be. It'll be number 11, Finn Kearney, the sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. Here comes Kearney with the jumper. The lefty man sends it over. Long Beach sets the 2 and gets it. Sakanoku unable to track that one down as the middle back, and Long Beach picks up another point to make it 20-17.
And Kearney coming back out the game for, that appears to be Quinton Greenidge, who will sub back in at the libero spot. Kearney just in there for the service attempt. His 12 service aces on the season, one of their serve specialists.
Here's Christ, back for Long Beach with the jumper. Sends this one across. It's corralled in by Hawaii, who will set the 4, and bang! Get it to drop. Hawaii gets the point there. Sakanoku able to fire that one down. And now it'll be number 13, Tread Rosenthal, back for Hawaii to try and draw back into this one. Now down 18-20 here in the second set. Here comes Tread. Sends that one across. This ball goes straight up in the air, out of system for Long Beach. They'll set the 4, send this one straight out of bounds, but is it a tip? No, Long Beach is fighting for it. They want it, but no touch called as of yet, and it's going to be a challenge on that. Long Beach challenging the call of a touch or no touch, which here in Pauley Pavilion is a hot subject, if you ask me. But whether or not things are called a touch or not a touch here, it's not for us to say.
That's a trigger word for a lot of people on UCLA's campus right now. They actually, UCLA just appealed that call too. Martin Jarman sent a appeal to the NCAA for them to issue an apology about that call. So people can make their own opinions about it. There's some angles that show maybe a touch, other angles that don't show a touch. You know, you oftentimes got to trust the ref, though, on those calls. They took a long, long look at it, and that's a season-deciding type of point to really view all angles of it. And many say the referees didn't get it right. Others say they did get it right. They are going to call a touch.
They are going to call a touch here. The Long Beach players were right in trying to justify to their coach why they deserve to challenge this one, and now Gajek will head back for Long Beach. Long Beach now up 21-18 here in this second set as Gajek gets ready here with his signature serve, and it is an ace. 2 thumbs down from Gajek, and he gets an ace to now put them up by 4, 22-18 here in the second set.
Gajek finds the spot and delivers. Another timeout for Hawaii, looking to regroup, now down 4. Long Beach State within 3 points of closing out the second set to tie things at 1 apiece. We could be well on the way to a 5-set contest with the way that these teams have been battling. Hawaii did sweep Long Beach State once this year. They also took another 5-set victory at home, but of course did lose the last 5-set affair that both these teams had in the Big West Championship. But if you're Hawaii, Shane, what do you have to do to really claw your way out of this set, or even if they don't end up winning, regroup for the next.
It's really about both of these teams getting up blocks and funneling it to their liberos. Both of these teams' liberos and back rows are exceptionally great. If they're able to cut off the hard line to force these players to go cross court, to force the angle hit and funnel it to their liberos, that's where both of these teams are going to find success, and the team that's able to get those blocks up is going to be able to win. And Hawaii in this set has not been able to get up as maybe they did in the last set. So now down by 4, it's going to take a large rally by Hawaii to be able to fight back into this one, with the score being 22-18 with Long Beach overhead. Gajek back at the line, ready after his last ace. Here's Gajek with the jumper, sends it up. They'll set the 4, and it's blocked! Blocked by number 26. Jake Pizzanti from Long Beach says no.
Key block for Long Beach State. Hawaii had something set up out of the timeout, but that completely destroys any sort of chance to get momentum at the end of this set. Gajek back with the serve.
There's Gajek. Hawaii able to win this one, but it's going to be a free ball. Long Beach sets the 5. Bang! Long Beach with this monster hit from Pizzanti. The libero, Quinton Greenridge, unable to corral that one in. And Long Beach now 1 point away from stealing set number 2. The score 24-18. Gajek back with his jumper. They'll set the 5, and it'll go out. Long Beach will take this second set. Hawaii was trying to argue maybe for a touch call there, but doesn't look like they're going to challenge it. And Long Beach will take set number 2. We're now tied with 1-1 here heading into the third set.
Long Beach State ended the second stanza on a 5-0 run. And credit the passing of Long Beach State, able to keep their offense composed throughout that second set. Been multiple misfires in the first set, which allowed Hawaii to take that in dominant fashion, but Long Beach State really pulled away late in the second frame to seal a 25-18 set victory, and they are hitting a lot better. Saw that hitting percentage jump nearly to 200 now, which it started at close to 100, so Long Beach State has really responded on the offensive end. Hawaii still boasting a 333 hitting clip, but for Long Beach State, has really been just the pressure again that they've accomplished from the service line. Gajek, one of their top servers, really spearheading that run to end the second stanza from the service line, continuing to put pressure on that Hawaii back row until they finally broke. Long Beach State took full advantage. That's how they sealed it out.
Yeah, for both of these teams now, tied back up, 1 set apiece. For Hawaii to be able to fight back into this one and take control of set number 2, like I said, it's all going to come down to getting up at the net. These blocks and funneling it to your defensive players is so key, because we're seeing some great defensive plays out of both teams in the back row, but you want to see a little bit cleaner where these balls are just coming straight to the guys instead of these guys having to really dive out of the way. Because volleyball is such a beautiful sport, because every single position that you're in on the defensive side is specifically fit so that it all works in cohesiveness and cohesion. If the middle blocker and the outside are able to get up and force that player to go outside and to throw that angle, it'll funnel it straight to where the libero is perfectly positioned in. We haven't seen that today, where we've only been seeing 1 or 2 guys getting up and haven't really been getting in the right positions for blocking, which has really caused a lot of these balls to not fall in the favor of the defense. So whoever can actually get up and be able to control this net, it's kind of like football. Controlling the line of scrimmage wins a game. Here, controlling the net wins you the game. So we'll see how both of these teams decide to attack this now tied at 1 set apiece.
Speaking like a true former volleyball player, but volleyball is beautiful, man. Volleyball is beautiful. I love it. I love it. It is a majestic sport, seriously. You are right. Everyone needs to fulfill their own role, and I feel like, not to bring Bill Belichick up, but it's like, do your job, you know? And I feel like, as you said, everyone really needs to do their job, unique job, and compartmentalize in order for a team to be a cohesive whole. I completely agree with you, Shane. And without a doubt, both of these teams played beautiful volleyball. Like, this has been an incredible game to watch thus far. Powerful hitting, great passing, great defense. It's been a treat to watch. Excited for the last sets in this contest, because these first 2 sets have been cinema so far.
They really have been.
And this is exactly what we anticipated with this matchup. Even tied up, we knew it was going to be like this between these 2 historic volleyball programs, and it has not disappointed. Start of the 3rd set coming up. Hawaii and Long Beach State tied up at 1.
Here's Braun, sends the floater over. Overpass by Hawaii, a joust back on Hawaii's side. Hawaii sends it straight back over, and some miscommunication out of Long Beach from Skylar Varga and Ben Braun. Some miscommunication on who was going to take that ball. Gives Hawaii the first point of the match. And now it'll be number 23, Louis Sakanoko, back at the line.
Bit of miscommunication, like you said, Shane. We're just talking about how clean both of these teams play and how cohesive they do as well. But on that one play, things really did break down for Long Beach State. Both players tracking backward hesitated slightly, and that allowed the ball to drop right in the middle of the Long Beach side of the court. Uncontested dig as well.
So Long Beach is deciding to challenge this on a double contact here right now to see if Hawaii kind of didn't have his hands totally set. In volleyball, if your hands aren't perfectly set up in cohesion when you're setting the ball or sending it over, if it's a little out of sync, it's called a double contact. So that's what they're taking a look at right here to see if Hawaii committed that, and who knows? We'll see. Don't have the, like we said, don't have the technology for it just yet, but one day we will get there, possibly.
Potentially.
If UCLA Radio wants to up our budget.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Up it a little bit, you know, a little replay system.
That would be
nice. That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
But just saying. But just from eyesight, I mean, we definitely could not see that play. There's no way we can see it from up here if there's any sort of, maybe I guess from the spin of the ball, but other than that, it's really hard to tell those minuscule details of these challenge plays. So the call is coming back.
Yeah, this is a tough call to make always. I mean, when you're a setter and like these plays are coming fast, like the balls are coming down fast, you got to be able to handle it well, and sometimes like the double can be called, but Hawaii will
gets the point.
Pick up the point here. The ball stays with Hawaii. Sakanako will now be back at the line for Hawaii here over Long Beach here in this 3rd set. Hawaii taking the 1st set, Long Beach fighting back in the 2nd. And here's Sakanoko with his serve, and it'll go into the nets.
Sakanoko has really struggled from the service line thus far. 3rd service error already in this contest, contributing to 3 out of the 8 service errors that Hawaii has had so far in this contest. He's got to clean it up from the service line.
Here's Pizzanti with the jumper. Nice little floater there. Corralled in tight, but corralled in 5. They set the 5, and it'll go off of the block. Hawaii picks up the point. 2-1 now.
Chetrisky hammering it home past the blocker, and it goes way out of bounds off the touch from Long Beach State. Again, just overpowering the block, able to get it down for the Hawaii point.
And now here's Justin Todd back to serve for Hawaii. He sends out it up. Jumper, great serve. Long Beach corrals it in, sets the 4, and blocked! Sent straight down by Travell Jordan, the 6'10" sophomore from Arizona. sends that one straight back down on the Long Beach's side. Gajek tried to get through but was unable to.
Tread Rosenthal and Travell Jordan combining for that on the right block. Just simply stifled the Long Beach State attack.
Here's Todd. Long Beach will set the 5 and no block will get up and some miscommunication. Hawaii caught lacking there. Number 4, Skylar Varga able to get that one there, and now he's up to serve.
That's as easy as cake for Skylar Varga to just tear apart the defense on the attack attempt.
Score now 3-2, Hawaii up by 1. Varga with the jumper floater gets Hawaii streaming back. They'll set the 4, tipped off of the block, and they're going to be calling a net there. Long Beach ran into the net, giving Hawaii the point. Hawaii now up 4-2 here in the third.
Some discussion too with the official as Jackson Christ did not think he touched the net, but his jersey may have grazed it just ever so slightly. Hawaii up 4-2 now.
Hawaii back to serve now, up 4-2. Here's the jumper, squirts over the net, set to the 4, off of the block, and they're gonna call net on Hawaii. Hawaii runs into the net, Long Beach picking up the point there. And now that'll send Jackson Christ, the 6'10" man, Long Beach native, the freshman, back to the line to try and help Long Beach secure this second win. Here it goes over. Hawaii takes that one in, sets the 4, off of the block, pancake up. Long Beach keeps it alive, sends it right back over to Hawaii. Will set the 5, back down, and unable to keep that one alive. Hawaii sends that straight onto Vargas' shoulder, which goes straight out of bounds. Hawaii picking up the point.
And Roar ends that volley real quick. Went to the cross-court attack attempt and catches the receiver out of sorts and gets the ball to fall.
Here's Roar, they'll set the 4, and it'll go in. Long Beach picking up the point there. And now that'll send Gajek back for Long Beach. Long Beach down by 1, score 5-4 here in the third set.
Back and forth so far in the third stanza.
Here's Gajek with the jumper. Corralled in by Hawaii. They'll set the 5. No block able to get up, and off of the pass, the ball goes out of bounds. What a play by Christian Tetrisky to able to get that one up. As now, number 20, Travell Jordan, the middle blocker, will send himself to the line.
And Tetrisky has been excellent tonight, 9 kills so far.
Jordan with the floater. Long Beach sets the quick 2. And that one will go out of bounds, but Long Beach getting the touch, able to pick up that point there. Excuse me, no touch at all. And Travell Jordan will head back to the line. Now up 7-4 over Long Beach. Here's the floater. Tight set, back row 5, rejected by Sakanoko. Sakanoko stares down Long Beach to put them up 8-4 now.
Sakanoko left on an island on the left side of the block with Gajek, who had a lot of room to work with. Sakanoko says, no, you don't, and hits the stare down on Gajek after getting a little chippy between these two squads. But Sakanoko just with a prolific block to seal the volley.
Here's Jordan with the floater. Sends that one cross court. Able to corral it in, sets the back row 5, and able to split the defense. Some miscommunication there by Christian Tetrisky and Tread Rosenthal, and who's gonna take that one. Splits the 2 defenders, and now that'll send back number 17, Dane Hillis from San Clemente, the senior, to serve for Long Beach.
And Hawaii was going left on that, allowed the cross-court kill.
Here's Hillis, and that one will go straight out of bounds. Hillis unable to keep that one down. Kind of brought in as a DS, or what people would say a defensive specialist.
He's been flying all around the court trying to get digs.
Here's
He's been
Hawaii
scrambling.
with the serve. Hillis gets that one up and sends it back over. Hawaii sets the 4, gets it right back, sets the back row 5, and now it's touched by Hillis and goes out of bounds. Hillis unable to slag that one, and Hawaii picks up another point, making the score 10-5 now here in set number 3 as Long Beach will take a timeout.
Tread Rosenthal, what a pass, young man. Thought that he was going to set it toward the left side of the Hawaii attack, but ended up back setting it straight to Christian Tetritsky on the right side, who had a clear cross-court attack lined up, and he delivers for the Rainbow Warriors, who now go up 10-5 against the Beach. Hawaii with that 400 hitting clip, posting an extremely efficient offense in this contest, out hitting the Long Beach State Beach by nearly 200 percentage points in this game. And that's all due to Tread Rosenthal, who has really been the orchestrator of this offense. And again, using that expertise and veteran ability to lead this offense. He has now 3 years under his belt, came in to the Hawaii system a bit as a project, but has simply refined his skill set during his time in Honolulu, and he continues to excel and set up the pin hitters for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
The Hawaiian looking like their first set selves, now being up 10-5 here, coming out of the timeout. We'll have number 10, Christian Tetritsky, the 6'8" man out of Bulgaria. He's a member of Bulgaria's national team, and we'll be looking to help Hawaii continue to extend this lead here as he comes here with his jumper, sends this one over barely, squirts over. They'll set the far 4 and is able to get over the block. And number 7, Adrian Rohr, unable to get over there. Great play by the Long Beach Sharks to be able to pick that one up. Long Beach will send this one over. Corralled in, they'll set the 4, does Hawaii. Blocked, brought back in, sets the back row 5, and gets the tool. Long Beach clawing back into this one now, 10-7 the score. Hawaii up by 3, but Long Beach is climbing back with the ball.
Good check. After that solo block that Sunoco had on him, he has remained confident at the pin, attacking the Hawaii block, and it paid dividends.
Sends this one, a quick one, sent right back to Hawaii. They'll set the back row 5, get that one to trickle over, sets out. They'll set the 4, going up for a joust. Hawaii wins that one. Set right back into the 4. They'll get a touch, and the touch goes out of bounds. Long Beach picking up the ball. Now the score 10-8 here in the third set.
Long Beach State on a 3-0 run, leaving Hawaii all out of sorts after the timeout.
Here's Braun with the floater. Hawaii sets the 4, blocked. Right back to it. Setter takes it himself. Kept alive by Long Beach, who will set the 4. And that one will go out of bounds, but are they calling a touch? They're called a touch. Long Beach clawing back into this one. 4 unanswered. Now the score 9-10 here in the third set, and Hawaii will call a timeout.
Desperately needed it too. We have seen Long Beach State ride these runs against Hawaii. That is what sealed the last set, and they have essentially clawed back into this third frame with this 4-0 run. Hawaii smartly attempts to quell the tide a bit with the timeout, but if they don't come out and respond after this timeout, this could be trouble brewing for the Rainbow Warriors, because we have seen Long Beach State be able to flip the switch and really dominate this Hawaii team during stretches, relying on that disciplined offensive approach. And they just simply looked more composed during these runs compared to the Rainbow Warriors. So Rainbow Warriors are going to need to figure this one out in the timeout. What do you think their coach is telling them right now?
It's just 1 point at a time. That's what every single coach, it's typical. It's what every coach says, but that's really what it's all about. Just taking it one singular point at a time, one singular serve receive. That's all you need to do right here. You need to be clear in your communication when it comes to your seams if you're on that defensive back end, and then get those blocks up. Like I just continuing to say, you cannot allow Long Beach to be able to get these. And it's not about just getting the block up, it's about your hand placement. The reason why we're seeing so many of these tools that are going out of bounds in Long Beach's favor is because they're playing the hands of Hawaii. If the hands get lazy and the hands aren't pointed down in the right direction, that's why the ball gets squirted out of bounds. And that's what we're seeing here. Long Beach taking advantage of the laziness of Hawaii's blocking so far right now. Long Beach, number 6, Ben Braun, the 6'11" senior, sends this one over, sets the serve. Nice little floater, corralled in. They'll set the back row 5, and that one will go out of bounds. Score is now tied up here, 10-10.
And Hawaii just getting sloppy with these attacking errors, not teeing it up right, and Long Beach State is taking full advantage. They need to stop being complacent and lock in on that side of the court.
We'll send it over. Hawaii hits a 4, and they're calling a net violation on Long Beach. Hawaii picks up that point, and now that'll send number 23, Lewis Sakanoko, back for Hawaii.
Sakanoko with already 3 service errors tonight. Can he move on from those past errors with this serve coming up? We shall see. He's going to go to that jump serve yet again.
Here's his jumper. A lot of power behind it, and there it goes straight into the net. The reason why we're seeing a lot of these service errors is because he likes to throw it up really high and give himself a delay. There's not as much of a motion to it, and that's why we're seeing when his motion gets a little bit off, the thing is going to the net. Now the Tide up here at 11-11. Long Beach sends this one over. Nice little floater. Kept in play. Sets the quick one, and it is blocked straight down by Jackson Christ of Long Beach. Long Beach now takes the lead, 11-12 here in the third set.
Jackson Christ puts the roof on this Hawaii attack. 3 Long Beach State players solidifying the block, squeezing Chris, but he's able to come away with it.
Here's Pizzanti, sends this one over. Hawaii will set the one, and bang! It's a high set, but they are able to pull it down. Number 9, Justin Todd, able to get on top of that one and give Hawaii the point, now tying it back up. Actually, excuse me, that was Finn Kearney.
He's coming back in to serve.
Finn Kearney coming back in the game. So I was right, it was Todd. But Kearney's now in to serve. And so here comes Curry with the jumper. Long Beach gets it up, sets the back 5, and Kearney unable to get that one up. He was in the right position, just could not get his arms and platform underneath it.
And Varga attacking the serve substitution on the last play, exploiting the weakness in the Hawaii defense, going right at the incoming Finn Kearney, able to notch a point to put Long Beach State up 1.
Here's Varga, and he'll send that one straight into the net. It's tied up now here at 13 in set number 3.
Both of these teams embracing a very aggressive approach at the service line, and that has forced them to forfeit a lot of these points from the back row line. 10 apiece for both squads.
Here's Hawaii, sends this one over. Corralled in. They'll set the 5 off of a block. Hawaii sets the 5 as well, off of somebody's head. Kept alive by Long Beach. They'll set the 4. A tool, and Varga wins that battle right there. A joust for that one. Varga comes out victorious.
Varga has been on absolute fire tonight. 13 kills now to lead all players in this contest, and boasting a 579 hitting percentage to go along with it. He has been unstoppable at the net.
Here's Chris back for Long Beach, sends it into the net. Long Beach unable to continue to pull away here. Score is tied 14-14 with a Hawaii player possibly down off of slipping. It appears to be Tread Rosenthal, who took an awkward fall. I saw him down, didn't think too much of it, but he came up limping and is not loving exactly what he's feeling with what appears to be something to do with his hip or knee. His left hip or knee is not feeling too good, but he just gave a nod of approval to the trainer and seems to be doing okay.
It's a non-contact injury too. He was going inside, crashing toward the net, and just simply crumbled. He put his foot in the wrong place and just kind of bent over on that hip, which forced him to go down. He does look like he's okay, like you said, Shane, jumping up and down. He may have just tweaked something a little bit, because that would be an absolutely catastrophic loss for this Hawaii team. That is truly the orchestrator of their offense in Tread Rosenthal.
It really would, but now Adrian Rohr back for Hawaii. Score tied up here, 14-14. Rohr sends this one over. Terrific pass by Long Beach. And Willis able to get a great hit. Hawaii keeps it alive, sets the 5. And they're gonna call a net violation on Long Beach. Long Beach and Hawaii just going back and forth here. But Hawaii pulling away now 15-14, up by 1 here in the third set.
And they attacked Rosenthal on that play. He was on the back row. He got domed by the attack, able to keep it up, but he was forced down on the ground and came up limping, wasn't putting any pressure on that right leg. And he continues to limp. That is definitely something to look at going forward. Because if Rosenthal, even if he's not at 100%, it's going to be an issue.
Here's Rohr. Long Beach will set the 5. Hillis keeps it alive. After the block, Hillis goes up. Sends it over the block. Hawaii now sends it back over to Long Beach. And the Hawaii unable to get up the quick 2. Sent over by Long Beach. And Long Beach will pick up that point. Score is now tied 15-15. Oh my goodness, does volleyball move fast? Oh my gosh.
Fast-paced game. Love the tempo of it. It's like a metronome out here in a jazz song. It's insane.
It is. Here's Gajek. Back again for Long Beach, tied at 15 here in the third set. Gajek will send this one straight out of bounds on his jumper. Unable to corral that one in. Hawaii now up 16-15.
And you have to wonder if Hawaii is going to pull Tread Rosenthal. He's been all out of sorts on the defensive end, limping around. He is not as agile as he used to be. And it's clear that Long Beach State is attacking him whenever they get up in the air on those attacks. Another thing to watch out here for is just the health of Rosenthal.
Here's Wade now back for Hawaii. Sends that one over. Long Beach unable to corral that one, sends it right back. And now Wade will send that one right back over. Long Beach tips it over. Hawaii getting back in system, sets the 4 and gets the tool! Sakanoko picks up the point for Hawaii. Hawaii now up 17-15, slowly pulling away from Long Beach here in the third set.
And Sakanoko, smart play at the net, saw 3 blockers in his face and just simply challenged them. It's like, you guys aren't better than me, I'm that guy, and gets it done. Crucial point for the Rainbow Warriors and his 7th kill of the night with the tool. And that's the type of aggressiveness that you want to see from any outside hitter, especially the star on your team. And Sakanoko, again, the first team, ABCA first team All-American selection, has simply just been an absolute stud this year for the Rainbow Warriors. Heading into this contest, 343 kills, good for a 3.18 kill per set ratio. And to go along with that, he's had 31 services. I haven't seen that great of a performance from him from the service line tonight, but can definitely get it done there if he's got his jump serve clicking on all cylinders. But he has really been who Hawaii has relied on when they're in a bit of a run or when they need a crucial point on the pins.
Yeah, Sakanoko, not only a viable threat on offense, but he's been able to help anchor this defense for Hawaii as well, making a lot of great plays for them on that end of the court. And it's a big reason why they have this 2-point lead over Long Beach right now. As number 4, Kainoa Wade, the 6'10" man out of Oahu, will now head back for Hawaii, looking to make a statement here in the third set. Here's the serve. Sent over and an ace! What a play by Kainoa Wade, getting all of the Hawaii fans on their feet. The score now 18-15. for Kainoa Wade and the Rainbow Warriors, who are looking to continue the success that they've had in that first set here in the third. Now score, like I said, 18-15. They're going to be looking to pull away right here. Here's Wade with the jumper. Sends this one over. A great serve yet again. They'll set Hillis on the outside and blocked straight down by number 9, Justin Todd, and number 10, Christian Tetrisky.
Great block by that tandem. Justin Todd got most of it, but Tetrisky taking away the right sideline for Long Beach State, which forced Long Beach State attacker to go cross court, but Justin Todd times the jump perfectly and simply just denied the attack attempt. Hawaii goes up 4, taking a commanding lead in the third frame. Saw Long Beach State come back and eventually take that 1-point lead, but Hawaii has responded in a commanding way.
4-point run right here for Hawaii as they send this one, which would have went out of bounds. Long Beach keeps it in play, and they'll free ball that one over. Hawaii getting in system, sets the back round. Big, but it'll fly straight out of bounds. Long Beach picks up that point. Score now 19-16 here in set number 3.
Now, great set from Rosenthal. Got Rohr a perfect placement on the ball. Thought he was going to hammer that home right down the middle of the Long Beach State defense, but just had a little bit too much on the hit, and it sails out of bounds.
Here's Connor Bloom now back for Long Beach. We'll send that one straight into the net. Unable to get a streak going here for Long Beach. Hawaii up 20-16 now.
Again, another back-breaking service error for the Beach. Just can't get any sort of momentum in this set.
Here's Tetrisky. Just a powerful serve. Tried to kept alive by Long Beach, unable to do so. We have a player in the stands getting help. Looks like Skylar Varga, and he looks to be okay, but he went diving into the scorer's table, trying to keep that one alive, but Hawaii getting the point now, 21-16.
True difference in this set has been the serves from Hawaii, just completely outperforming them from the line.
Tetrisky, great pass by Long Beach. Sets the 4, able to keep it alive. Hawaii sends it right back over. They'll set the back row 5, and denied! Denied by Justin Todd and Louis Sakonoko. Say no! Score 22-16 now. Hawaii taking a commanding lead. On what was 15-15 is now 22-16. 7-1 run here by Hawaii, who has really just taken control of this third set.
Justin Todd has really solidified the block on a lot of these attack attempts from Long Beach State.
Here's Tetrisky, and the run will end. A little bit of an announcer's jinx right there. I apologize.
Sorry to any of the Rainbow Warrior fans tuning in. That's on us.
That is on us. Score now 22-17. They'll send Long Beach back, sends the floater over. Hawaii corrals that one in, sets the 4. Long Beach able to corral that one, who will also set the 4 and tips it over. Skylar Varga with the veteran move to tip that one over the block and float it before any diving Hawaii fans could make a play.
Varga got the blocker out of position and just lofts it over with a gentle touch, and it falls safely to the ground. Long Beach State notches the point, cuts the lead to 22-18 in the third stanza. Could you see a little bit of a comeback brewing?
I see what you do there, Bruin. All right, Long Beach now sends a floater over. Hawaii sets the 4, and Sakonoko gets it to fall on the other side. Hits it straight into a block, but powerful enough, and sends that one straight down onto Long Beach's side. And now he'll head back to try and close this one out for Hawaii. The score now 23-18 here in set number 3. Each team trying to secure that second set win. Sakonoko with his jumper, gets that one and goes out of bounds. Sakonoko has just been off when it comes to his serves today. is known for his power, but unable to control it. This one didn't have as much power, but sailed out left. Now Long Beach, the door is wide open. Score 23-19. Long Beach here with the serve. Sends a floater over. A bad first pass will force a high 4. Long Beach blocks that one. Sakanoko able to get it up, sets a 2. Long Beach stays alive. We're going for a joust. Long Beach will send this one. It'll be a 4-ball. Sakanoko diving, able to corral that one in. They're setting, Hawaii sets a 4, and it'll go out of bounds, but it will be touched on the way out. Hawaii picking up another point, making the score 24-19. 1 point away from securing their second set.
Varga went back to that delayed touch, but Hawaii read it perfectly, got the dig, which allowed them to claw out of that volley and get the point. Set point coming up with Todd at the line.
Here's Hawaii, sends that one over. Great pass, but also a great serve. They'll set the 4. It'll be blocked. They'll try it again, setting the 2, and unable to get it is Sakanoko in the middle back. Long Beach stays alive, score 24-20. And now that'll send Skylar Varga back to the line, the 6'7" senior leader here for Long Beach. Everybody in the stadium is on their feet. A true playoff environment here.
Let's go, Bose, raining down on the court.
Here's Varga. A great serve. Forces an out-of-system play. Hawaii just free balls that one over. Now is the time to run a play. They'll set the 5 and down. Gajek sends that ball straight into the ground. Long Beach now within 3. They're in striking distance. Score 24-21. Don't count Long Beach out just yet.
Gajek on the right side sends it home. No chance for Hawaii to receive that.
Here's Varga on the serve, and that one will sail straight out of bounds. Great eye by Hawaii not to touch it. Hawaii secures set number 3 to take a 2-1 lead over Long Beach.
And 15th service error of the night for Long Beach State seals the outcome of the third set. Hawaii needs just one more stanza victory to clinch a spot in the final. They can do that in the fourth set, but the key difference in the third frame was the service performance from both of these teams and the disparity between it. Hawaii started to dominate from the service line. Every serve seemed to be almost an ace or really put pressure on the back row and forced Long Beach State out of system, whereas Long Beach State had multiple service errors that just broke their runs, and Hawaii able to take full advantage. It really does start with the first touch of any volley, which is the serve, and Hawaii, again, able to use the power that they boast to put Long Beach State and their serve receive on its toes. Hawaii seals it 25-21 heading into the fourth frame. Now, Shane, how does Long Beach State respond to that heartbreaking third set loss? What do you have to do and what do you have to go back to if you're the Beach?
If you're Long Beach, it's all about playing smart. Like we saw and said with Varga, taking those smart plays to be able just to tip it over into Hawaii's defense, who is not in position to make those plays. But like I said, for both teams, it's really just going to be coming down to who could control the net. Hawaii definitely controlled the net there with a couple key blocks near the end. If Long Beach is able to do that on their side of the court, they'll be able to stay alive in this one, but this is an imperative must-win game for them. It's win or go home right now for Long Beach. These two teams who could be argued to be two of the top 2 teams in the nation are both fighting for a chance to play on Monday at 4 o'clock here in Pauley Pavilion.
We facing UCI, who just walked out with a win against Ball State in 4 sets, back and forth affair, but UCI simply just able to overpower and use their talent and bolster talent compared to Ball State to really come out on top in the semifinal contest earlier today, which we broadcasted at 3:30 p.m. But there's been a noticeable difference in this game, too. I just feel like these teams are swinging with a lot more power. It's a lot more fast-paced of a game compared to that Ball State. And UCI game, which felt a little bit more dragged on and a lot less prolific, especially at the pins and at the service line. So what differences did you notice as well between these two games, Shane?
Yeah, definitely Hawaii, like I said, controlling that back end. Like you said as well, the serving as well started to come alive for them, really forcing Long Beach out of system here, trying to force them not to be able to run these plays that they so often love to do. So whichever team is able to force the other out of system and really force these tough plays at the net where it's going to come down to these jousting tools will come out victorious as we now approach the start of the fourth set. Hawaii up 2-1 so far. Hawaii only needed one more set to punch their ticket to the national championship here at Pauley Pavilion at UCLA in beautiful Los Angeles. It's been a great Saturday of volleyball, like you said. Got to watch a terrific game between Ball State and UCI, where UCI came out victorious. And this has been a fun matchup as well, to be able to see these two teams just go back and forth at it. And so we'll see as Long Beach looks to receive the first serve from number 13. Number 13 from Hawaii, Tread Rosenthal, the setter, who sends that one over and gets the first point. It's an ace for Tread Rosenthal. Hillis unable to grab that one, and Rosenthal picks up his first ace.
Rosenthal just attacking from the service line. The success from there persists into the fourth set for the Rainbow Warriors. Rosenthal getting it off hot started.
Here's Rosenthal, sends that one over again. Long Beach corrals it in, sets the 2. Good up by Hawaii to stay alive. They set the 5, and it's blocked, but straight back out. Long Beach able to get the block up, but too much power on that ball right there. And that one goes straight back out of the back line. Hawaii now up 2-0 here in the fourth set. Rosenthal still serving. Here's his jumper. It goes over. Hillis able to get that one up. They set the 4, and it'll go out. Is there a touch? They're calling for a touch, and there's no touch. No touch call as of yet. Long Beach players pleading their case of a touch, and they're gonna call the challenge.
You got to, especially in a situation where it's a potential 3-0 run, you have to challenge that call. It looked like it may have been a touch just based off of the spin on the ball and where it landed on the way back side of the court. It goes down a little bit. Didn't seem very natural from just a hitting standpoint. So definitely looked like it may have been a touch on the last play.
It could have been, but man, I wish we had this technology back in high school. There were plenty of calls that I tried to argue with the ref on that I did not get in my favor. So, I mean, I guess some people don't get calls in college either. So
exactly. Bruin faithful, man. They know it all too well. They know it all too well, unfortunately. But, you know, I think especially if a touch is minuscule, it shouldn't be called. I mean, theoretically, it is part of the rules, but you're looking at nitpicky small details at the end of the day, you know. I feel like the live action should really show if a touch should be called or not. Not all these, like, tiny replay views where it's like he may glint, you know.
Hawaii secures the point there. No touch is called. Long Beach probably needs some glasses to be able to see that call. But Rosenthal will continue to serve. Hawaii starting off hot here, 3-0 here in the fourth set.
Rosenthal, he's just continuing to put pressure on this Long Beach State back row. That has spurred this 3-0 run to open the fourth set.
Here's Rosenthal, send that one cross court, corralled in. They'll set the quick one, and Hawaii, Quentin Greenridge, the libero, unable to get that one. No block goes up. And number 1, Jackson Christ of Long Beach able to secure that point for them right there. Long Beach gets on the board here. Score now 3-1.
It's just too easy for Jackson Christ. You got to put up a contested block in that situation. He has the whole entire court at his disposal. He's going to eat up Hawaii's defense every single day. The block doesn't get up.
Here's Pizzanti now for Long Beach, trying to fight back into this one. Here's his jumper. It's a little bit of a floater. The ball goes over and back down by Gajek. The floater causes an errant pass by Hawaii, and Gajek sends that one straight back over on the overpass.
Sakanoko did not receive that well at all, simply lifted it back right into the bread basket for Long Beach State. Gajek takes full advantage.
The floater yet again. Hawaii was ready for that one. This one, though, goes straight into the net, but you can see Hawaii shifted their entire defense up to be able to take that ball with your hands. You do not want to take floaters with your platform. Take it with your hands so you can control it. And so now Hawaii up 4-2 as they'll send number 7, Adrian Rohr, back, who send that one over. Long Beach able to corral it, sets the 5, tips it over. Libero able to get it. They'll set the 5. Long Beach wins that joust. 5 again. Long Beach corrals that one. They'll set the 4. Gajek is able to get the tool and get the point. Long Beach fighting back into this one. Score now 4-3.
Gajek reading the left block exceptionally well there. Propels it right into the hands where the blockers would force that out of bounds and leads to the Long Beach point. Excellent net discipline there from Long Beach State.
Now Varga back for Long Beach. Sends that one over. It's going to be a tight set. And denied! Sakanoko tried to get up, but Gajek sent that one straight down. Hawaii was up, but now it's tied 4-4. Long Beach fighting back into this one.
And we have got a stanza on our hands. Hawaii taking what seemingly was a commanding 3-0 lead when Rosenthal was at the service line, but Long Beach State has now won 4 out of the last 5 points to draw this even at 4.
Here's Varga now hitting this one. They're able to get this one alive, sets the 4, and down! Down goes Sakanoko! What a hit! Long Beach unable to close the block, and Sakanoko makes him pay, pummeling that ball straight onto Long Beach's side. The score now 5-4. And now, number 9, Justin Todd, the redshirt sophomore, will head back for Hawaii to try to continue to extend this lead. Here's the serve. A hard serve, but corralled in. They set the 4 now, and it's blocked. Long Beach corrals back, sets the 4 again, tips it over, and they will net. Hawaii will net, actually. Excuse me. Long Beach picks up the point there because of Hawaii's net, and that will send number 1, Jackson Christ, back to the line. And now here's Christ getting ready. He's got bright yellow shoes on. Those things are prominent, but here's his serve.
Yellow highlighters on the court.
For real. This pass is unable, an ace by the middle blocker, Jackson Christ, the Long Beach native who won 3 CIF state championships. This guy is a proven winner and is proving it right now. Long Beach takes the lead now 5-6.
Highly touted recruit right out of high school for Long Beach. They really know how to get those commitments from top-end high school talent.
Christ with 2 aces now back-to-back. Quentin Greenridge, the libero, unable to corral that one in. Just straight power on display from Jackson Christ. And now Long Beach is starting to pull away. Score 5-7.
And Long Beach State now applying the pressure from the service line. Christ leading the charge in that department. Simply keeping Hawaii on its toes in the back row. Using that power, has a very strong frame at 6'10". Freshman rising to the moment.
Here's Chris now, back again with another jumper. Sends that one. Greenridge tried to get it up. It's a bad pass. Hawaii simply trying to stay alive. It's blocked by Long Beach. Hawaii now sets the 4. Gets a tip there. Gets him out of system. And what the heck just happened? Long Beach faked hitting, then went for the set, sent it back over to Hawaii. And what was that? Sakanoko gets up there and makes the play. I'm sorry, guys. That was one of the weirdest plays I've ever seen in my life. But Sakanoko secures the point now. The score 6-7 here. Long Beach up by 1 in the 4th set.
Varga out of control on the attack attempt. He was trying to really part the tide and hammer the ball down in the middle of Hawaii's defense on their side of the court, but changed his mind at the last moment, may have timed his jump up poorly and passed it out, which allowed Sakanoko to take full advantage.
Here's Tetrisky. Long Beach handles that, sets a quick one, and bang! Jake Pizzanti sends that one packing straight down. A terrific one ball by the setter. Sets up a great hit by Pizzanti, and now Gajek will send himself to the line. Long Beach now up by 2, score 6-8 here in the 4th. Long Beach with the serve, corralled in. The 4 set, kept alive by Long Beach. The 4, kept alive again by Hawaii. That goes for the dump, and Rosenthal with a terrific play, dumping it himself. Why pass it out when he can do it himself, and that's exactly what he did. Hawaii now within 1, 7-8 the score.
Second kill we've seen tonight from Rosenthal with that deceptive move where he just dumps it over from the setter position on the second touch. Long Beach thought he was going to pass it over, but he did not.
And Sakanoko with another serving error. That one will go straight into the net. His jumper just has not been on point in any of the sets today.
They got to think about subbing him out whenever he's due to serve. It's getting to that point. 6 service errors, no aces. He can't even get it across the net at this point.
It's true. It's coach's decision there. As now Bloom is back. Sends that one over. Hawaii sets the 4. Gets denied by Long Beach, but that one goes straight out of bounds. And Hawaii will get the point. So much power behind that one that thing just went straight out of the back line. Score now 8-9. Long Beach still up by 1.
Roar using that power in the swing to force the blocking error.
Here's Jordan with a floater. Handled well with their hands. Long Beach sets up the 4, and it's blocked! Blocked by Justin Todd. The redshirt sophomore and team leader in total blocks adds another one. Hawaii now ties it up here 9-9.
Justin Todd now with 7 blocks on the evening.
Here's Jordan with the floater. Yet again, a bad pass forces a far hit. Hawaii keeps it alive, sets a back row 5. And that ball will go out of bounds.
Misfire by Tetritsky on the cross-court attempt.
Long Beach now up by 1, scored 9-10 here in the 4th. This is a must-win game for Long Beach to be able to stay alive. Here comes Long Beach with the floater. Great pass, sets the 4, does Hawaii, and gets it to go, but tips it over the block, and that thing lands out of bounds. Now Long Beach up by 2, score 9-11, starting to get some momentum their way.
Roar faked out the 2 blockers on the left side of the court, but just couldn't get it to fall. Ball drifted out of bounds.
Braun with the floater yet again. Handled by the libero. This quick one gets rejected by Jackson Chris. The team leader in blocks. The 2 sports star in basketball and volleyball sends Hawaii back down. The score now 9-12 as Long Beach hurries back to the line, sends another floater over. Hawaii corrals that one in, sets the 4 quickly, trying to erase this momentum. Long Beach now sets the 4, gets tipped at the net. Hawaii now with the 4, touch, kept up by Gajek. Sets the 4 again, gets blocked by Hawaii, and Long Beach can't stay alive. Justin Todd adds another block to his resume. Pulling now within 2, the score 10-12. Hawaii starting to fight back as Rosenthal heads to the line.
Just commanding presence at the net. Long Beach could not get it on the Hawaii side of the court. Spearheaded by Justin Todd, sandwiched between 2 other blockers. Skylar Varga typically converts on those, but excellent job by the Hawaii block to stifle the Long Beach State first-team All-American.
Here's Rosenthal, sends that one cross-court. It's a tight pass, kept alive by by Long Beach, but the ball goes out of bounds, and Hawaii will maintain possession of the ball here. Now pulling within 1, the score 11-12 here in the 4th set.
Hawaii, after falling behind by 3 points. Has relied on that block to really crawl back into this frame. Now down by just 1 point. We've seen both of these teams go on substantial runs throughout this contest. Can Hawaii initiate another one to potentially take this set? That remains to be seen, but they just have to continue putting pressure on Long Beach State from the service line, and also relying on Justin Todd to really man the block.
Here comes Hawaii, and that serve will go straight out of bounds. Long Beach gets the point there. Score now 13-11 here in this fourth set. Hawaii's 1-2. Long Beach is 1-1, so Long Beach needs this one here. As number 26, Pizzanti, will head back. Here it comes, a nice little floater, taken with the hands. Quick one set, and there goes Justin Todd to send that one straight back down for Hawaii.
Todd notches his 4th kill of the semifinal contest, as added 8 blocks as well. Simply embracing his presence at the net and taking full advantage.
Here's Roar. Sends that one straight into the net. This is what you can't have if you're Hawaii. These service errors that have been plaguing you this entire game. Another one on the board, making the score 12-14 now.
Rosenthal had the service error earlier in this stanza. Roar follows that up red again and dissuades Hawaii from getting 2 straight points yet again.
Here's Varga. Great serve, corralled in. A little bit between a 4 and a 2 there. Long Beach gets the ball and sends that one straight down.
Offensive miscommunication leads to a earth-shattering kill from Jackson Christ, who Hawaii had no chance to even receive that. He got up in the air. You knew that ball was just coming down hard on the hardwood.
The score now 12-15. Long Beach starting to take command of this set. Long Beach needs to have it to be able to have a chance to face UCI on Monday in the national championship game. Either one of these teams have the talent to make it there. Can Hawaii climb back in this one and close out this match? Or will Long Beach stay alive and force a 5th set? That's the question.
And many are even saying that this semifinal match is really the championship match. Not to discount UCI. They could very well take that championship match, but these are the 2 heavy favorites after UCLA was eliminated in the regional round. Hawaii and Long Beach State have been exceptional all year long, have clearly been the 2 of the teams in the top 3 in the nation, and that has led many people to say that, this is the true championship game, and it has lived up to expectations. We are trending toward a 5th set. Don't want to discount Hawaii's ability to claw back out here, but Long Beach State has really been dominating this set. Nevertheless, just down by 3, Hawaii could come back and force the 4-set victory, but if this one is going to a 5th set, that would be 3 out of 4 times that these teams have played each other where it has gone to a tiebreaker stanza.
It would be absolute cinema, as some would say. And here's Varga now back for Long Beach, up by 3, score 12-15 here in the 4th set, looking to stay alive. Here comes Varga with the jumper. Hard jumper, corralled in. They'll set the 4, and down but out. Too hard of an angle for number 23, Luis Sekanoko.
Tried to go cross court. They just put too much mustard on it again. We've seen that multiple times from Sakanoko tonight. Just using too much power on those hits.
Here's Varga. Great pass by Hawaii. Sets the 5 and is able to get the tool. Hawaii now back within 3. The score 13-16. And now
Kearney will head back in to serve.
We'll see Kearney. Kearney, the oppo/outside hitter, will come in to serve for the middle blocker, subbing in. And here's Kearney now with the jumper, able to corral that one in. Bloom is able to get the touch, and the ball is in. Long Beach with the point now, 13-17. And that'll send number 1, Jackson Christ, the touted freshman, back to the line yet again.
Service clipped the net, which got Long Beach State a bit out of system, but they did end up corralling it and fielding it receiving it very well on their defense.
Here's Christ with the serve. And that one will go out. Great eye by Quentin Greenridge to not pick that one up, the junior out of Ontario, Canada.
Quentin Greenridge has been making smart plays in the back row all night, using that excellent vision to really know when balls are tracking out of bounds or if they're staying in. He's been the backbone of that back row.
Here's Rosenthal, and that one will go, that's to Trisky, and that one will go straight into the net. Another service error for Hawaii, now down by 4, 14-18 the score. And now Gajek will head back to the line. Here comes Gajek with his signature jumper. Sends that one. Out clearly wasn't a signature jumper because that one went straight out. So Hawaii will get the ball back now, down by 3, 15-18. Need to have this now here. Is this the time that number 23, Louis Sakanoko, finally gets one of his signature serves in? He'll float that one down in, corralled in. It'll be a back row 4, blocked at the line. Hawaii keeps this thing alive, and it'll go for a joust, and Hawaii's able to keep it alive. It'll be tooled off. Adrian Rohr able to tool it off of the Long Beach defenders to maintain possession of the ball. The score now 16-18, and Long Beach is going to call a timeout here, up by 2 in the 4th set.
Great defense from Hawaii, just flying all over the court, clogging all the spots, particularly Quentin Greenidge just absolutely sprinting all the way across the court to keep that ball that was tracking outside of the left sideline, kept it in play, which allowed Hawaii to stay alive in the volley, and Hawaii ended up getting the point. Also important to note that Sakanoko changed his service delivery on the last play too, opted to choose precision and accuracy more so than power, because what we've been seeing in his previous serves is that he's been trying to hit the ball as hard as possible, right? And then it's been going straight into the net. But on that last service attempt, he lofted it right into the Long Beach side of the court just so that Hawaii would have a fighting chance in the volley rather than notching his 7th service error of the night to dissuade any chance of Hawaii cutting into this lead and gaining a point.
Exactly. Long Beach has been profiting off of Hawaii's mistakes this entire game. So now Hawaii, if they're able to eliminate those, could start to claw back into this one. Down by 2, but still have possession of the ball. Long Beach coming out of their own timeout that they called to try and reverse those momentum, but the Long Beach fans trying to get loud in here, but Hawaii definitely has more fans in here and have been controlling this environment the entire time. Hawaii even brought out their own cheerleaders.
So honestly, looks like a UCLA home game out here, but for the Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah, if we wore green.
If we wore green, exactly.
Here's Sakanoko with the serve. Great serve, forces the ball to come right back over. They'll set the quick 2, and it'll be tooled off of the block. What a play by Travell Jordan, the transfer from GCU to bring Hawaii within 1.
Travell Jordan comes in for Justin Todd. Haven't seen him play much in the later frames. Don't exactly know why, but he makes his presence known when he has the opportunity and gets the kill.
Here's Sakanoko with the serve. They'll set the 4. Sakanoko keeps him alive. This ball unable to be corralled in by number 7, Adrian Rohr, who was diving towards the scorer's table. And now Hawaii down by 2, Long Beach now up 19-17.
And Rohr just simply couldn't get enough on that bump attempt, tracking out of bounds, and that ball just died past the left sideline.
Here's Connor Bloom now back for the serve. Great pass by the libero. They'll set the back road pipe! And Sakanoko sends that one straight down the wire and is able to pick up that one from the back row attack. The score now 18-19.
Got sky high, levitated way above the net, gave him some time to decipher the Long Beach State defense, and he just powered that one home right in the empty spot.
Here's Wade now back for Hawaii. Long Beach keeps it alive. Will set the back row 4, but it'll be out of bounds, no touch. Hawaii fans are on their feet as they've tied it up here now in the 4th set. tied at 19-19. Hawaii only needs 6 points to make it to the national championship game, and Long Beach needs 6 points to stay alive. Here's Wade now again with the serve. Hard serve, corralled in. They'll set the 4, blocked. Long Beach still has possession. They'll set the quick 2, and it is denied! Denied by Justin Todd, proving why he's the team leader in blocks.
That's a block by James type of moment right there. He just simply stuffed the Long Beach State defense on the last play and couldn't have come at a better time. Hawaii takes a long-awaited advantage in the 4th set to go up 1 point. They are just 5 points away from clinching a spot in the title game Monday. All they have to do is get those 5, and they're in.
That's exactly what Hawaii needed to do. We've seen them right there on the previous play get a triple block and block that one, and then got the double block up in unison. I told you, whoever is able to control this net right now, either with blocking or funneling, is going to win this game, and Hawaii has just really dominated that in the last couple points here. Now up by 1 in the 4th set, 20-19 to score, 5 points away from securing their ticket to the national championship game against UCI on Monday at 4, which we will be calling. So make sure to tune in for that as well.
Tune in. But Justin Todd has really anchored this net performance that we've seen from Hawaii. Every single attack attempt, he's up in the air attempting to block. It really takes the wind out of your sails and gets you fatigued when you have to jump on every single play. But Justin Todd showcasing a different level of conditioning, getting up to contest on all these attack attempts. He has 9 blocks in this game, which is a game high by 4 blocks. He is just he's been absolutely phenomenal, stifling these elite pin hitters from Long Beach State.
And now Wade, Kanoa Wade, the Oahu native, will be looking to extend this Hawaiian lead and bring them home. Up by 1 here in the 4th set, looking to punch their ticket to the national championship. Here's Wade with the jumper, and he'll send that one in! A tough call! It looked in from up here. Long Beach fans are mad. The Long Beach players are irate. And it looks like they're gonna take a look at this one. It looked like it was in from me, but the Long Beach players didn't even attempt to go for it. Looked that one off like it was going out of bounds, but a lot of power behind that one. They'll take a look at this one.
It looked real close. But shout out to Kanoa Wade, finding the dead spot in the back row, firing it right into the open area, and he spotted it up perfectly. The call is going to decide everything here. As you said, Shane, it looked good from here, but we are pretty far. There could be another angle that shows a different story. Regardless, this would be a great moment for the hometown kid to stamp his impact on a potential Hawaii victory at Pauley Pavilion.
I would be surprised if this one wasn't called in Hawaii's favor. I was pretty certain that that one was in. But it's not! It's not! I'm blind! I need glasses. Long Beach gets the ball. And now the score will be tied here now, 20-20. As now number 6, Ben Braun, will be back at the line for Long Beach. It's tied up here. 5 points for both of these teams is all they need. 5 points to stay alive for the Beach. 5 points to go to the national championship for Hawaii. Here's Braun with the floater. Corralled well. They'll set the back row 4, and it will be touched. They're calling a touch. That ball squirted out of bounds, but they're calling a touch on Sakanoko, being able to get that one to touch a Long Beach player, and Hawaii now takes the first point of the race to 25. And here now is Hawaii sending it over, but they send it straight into the net. Another service error. Tatrisky unable to get that one to go over the net. Now tied 21-21. 4 points away from both of these teams.
17th service error of the night for Hawaii. Long Beach State also has 18 themselves.
Here's Bizanti with the floater. They'll set the 4. Get it tooled off. to Trisky. Able to tool it off with a Long Beach block and pick up the point. Now 3 points away from going to the national championship game.
And again, this would be the first time Hawaii has been to the championship since 2023. This has been a long drought for one of the most storied men's volleyball programs in history.
Here's Roar. Sends a player flying backwards. They'll set the 5 and it'll be blocked. Captain play. Long Beach out of system. Will set the 4. It blocked again! Justin Todd, the 6'8" sophomore, sends that one straight down.
Justin Todd reaches double-digit blocks with his 10th tonight. He has just been absolutely phenomenal for the Hawaii block. 2 points away now from sealing the victory.
Here's Roar. A bad pass will force a free ball by Long Beach. Here's a time to capitalize for Hawaii. They'll set the back row and get the touch. Roar with a great play from the back row. And we're now 1 point away as every single person in Poly Pavilion is on their feet for this match point. Roar looking to secure this win right here for Hawaii to send them to the national championship game.
Hawaii's gone in an absolute tear in the latter part of this set. Chance to seal it for Roar right here.
Here's Roar with the jumper, and that one will fly right out of bounds. Long Beach lives to fight another day. The score 24-22 as Skylar Varga will head back for Long Beach. Nobody you would rather have back there than Varga right now, as a timeout will be called on the court.
And with the way this game has been progressing, I genuinely would not be surprised if a service error ends this, which would be quite the disappointing way for this game to end. But with both these teams having 35 combined service errors across just 4 sets, you never know. But credit Hawaii for this comeback in the 4th set. Long Beach State was in full control just a couple points before, and now it is all Hawaii in this game, up 2 in the 4th set. And Shane, if you're Long Beach State and Skylar Varga, what is your approach going into this, what may be the final serve of the contest?
Well, obviously you have to keep this one in play, but you do not want to be too conservative. Don't allow yourself to be too scared of the moment to be able to deliver a hard serve. So watch for Varga to find the sweet spot there, but if you're Hawaii, you're looking at each other. It's just one serve receive, that's it. They just need a side out right here. And they deliver themselves a chance to go to the national championship game here at Poly Pavilion on Monday.
Skylar Varga will tee up the serve.
Here's Varga now. Hawaii and everybody on their feet as Varga's back for this point. Here comes the serve. Varga taking his time. He'll deliver it. A great serve, corralled in, able to stay in play. And it is tooled! It is tooled for the win! Adrian Roar sends Hawaii to the national championship game! And Hawaii wins this 25-22, a 3-1 win here in the 4th set. Long Beach unable to come out victorious. Hawaii will be going to their first national championship appearance since 2023.
Wow. What a performance from Hawaii. Set the tone in that first set with the 10-point victory. And we're just able to close out the last 2 sets, 25-21 and 25-22. Long Beach State took that 2nd set, and it looked like this game was really tracking toward a 5th set. Long Beach State was up, I believe, 4 or 5 points in the 4th, but Hawaii just clawed back off the back of Justin Todd, who really fortified the middle and the net for the Bows. Also, the Luis Sakanoko really was getting active on the pins and just putting balls straight down. Long Beach State was not even close to being able to receive. that is what really spurred this Hawaii victory. Justin Todd, 10 blocks on the night to spearhead this Hawaii semifinal performance, who will be facing UCI Monday afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these teams had the talent to make it to the national championship. Hawaii will come out victorious here in Pauley Pavilion. They're setting themselves up to play UCI in the national championship game here in Pauley Pavilion at 4 o'clock on Monday. Long Beach has nothing to be ashamed of. Totally fought in this one, but unable to come back out. Hawaii, who was down in this fourth set, came back. It went back and forth, but Hawaii able to come out victorious here, winning that race to 25, and Hawaii celebrating with themselves right now. And all the Hawaii fans that traveled out all this way from Hawaii able to leave with a smile on their face and come back here on Monday.
Hey, bringing paradise to Los Angeles, am I right? Beautiful
They
to
really
see.
are.
You think we could just go out of this booth and go right to Waikiki with the way that this crowd had been moving? You know, it's cheering on, and it seemed like this was a home takeover for Hawaii. Great showing from the fans tonight, and they certainly contributed to this Hawaii victory.
Well, for Shane Donovan and Grant Walters, we appreciate you guys tuning in. And we'll see you here in Pauley Pavilion on Monday at 4 o'clock for the national championship game, where Hawaii will take on UCI. Until then, we'll see you later. Good night. Okay.
That's... Okay, bad. Good stuff, man.